Hello again there, it's Crystal here. I'm going to prepare your monthly reading, so I will be putting the camera down soon and we go into your cards. I'm not going to make this long. So for those that are already subscribed and who are following me, thank you for being here. Thank you for having my back, for supporting me. For those of you who are new and haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider doing so. Maybe click that alert bell, because then you know when new readings come out, because I do monthly, weekly. Well, I may stop with weekly readings because I'm not having a good feel about them. But let's see, I'm testing the waters here. Anyway, I do specific readings, monthly readings, new moon and full moon readings, and there's a lot of wind here. So I have this noise in the background, which you may hear from the curtain rods and from outside. Well, it's really very windy all of a sudden. So you may hear some strange noises, but that's not a problem. I'm not going to do this again. Also, don't forget, 30th of September, my winner will come out for those of you who entered the contest. Okay, I will announce the winner of that contest on the September 30th, and all you have to do, well, I'll tell you in the video when I draw the name. So that's it from me to you for now. Hang on, let's put the camera down, let's get back to business and down and dirty into our cards. So Capricorn, this is your reading. I have to put this a little bit more like this so you can see it. This is your reading for October 2021. It's October already, yes? Okay, I'm starting with this card because this is your word for October. So let's see. The word is gratitude. This is a glorious time to be alive, and I am so grateful. Okay, so this is what you have to keep in mind, to be grateful for how far you've come, for whatever you have. And I'm not talking about having in the resources way, money way. Well, it can be that as well, but also for who you have in your life, for your strengths, your skills, your talents, for the experiences you've had until now, also for the small things, the little daily things that maybe you find already normal and you feel a bit entitled to them, but don't be entitled. Be grateful for everything that is in your world, to the very smallest, tiniest thing. That is really this card. And I do feel that there is that need, because we have this card here, the Four of Cups. This was the one that first drew my attention when I was putting it down as well. The Four of Cups and actually the Four of Pentacles together. I feel that first, I'm going to start with this one because they want me, well, when I read, I don't do position reading, and I just go by which card draws my attention in. It's the card's energy that pulls me in. So that Four of Cups is sometimes this card, I feel this is that card that says entitlement. Because this woman is just bored. She has all the cups. She has everything. But she's not appreciating them. She's just looking at them, maybe not even looking at them, maybe staring ahead of them, over them. So this is really a card that reminds you, don't feel entitled, don't feel like, whatever is yours, that you have the right for it to be yours. Just be grateful that it's in your life. Be grateful also for the small things in life, for nature, for, your daily coffee or your daily tea, or, waking up in the morning and seeing the sun or even the rain. Just be grateful for the small things. I feel that is really important, especially with this card. I'm just going to close my window because it's noisy outside. And that sort of distracts me and annoys me both. So, yeah, don't forget to say thank you. Maybe, with this card here, what I would suggest is just start a simple gratitude journal. and write down 3 to 5 things every day, every evening, just before you go to bed. So put it next to you on the nightstand and put down 3 to 5 things that you were grateful for. And this doesn't have to be major things. They don't have to be major experiences, major possessions, nothing of the kind. Just tiny things, and then you'll probably appreciate more everything that's in your life, because this card speaks a little bit of that boredom, maybe not seeing what you truly have. And sometimes what that happens is when you don't see things, you don't see what you already have. It's locked in that coffin. Well, it's not a coffin. No, it's not, in that box. The Four of Pentacles, it's locked in that box. It's like hidden away. It's like you don't want to see. But so the advice of this card, and there's so much noise in my house at the moment. I don't know why I started this reading, basically, but I have to finish now. So this is about really opening the box and seeing what you already have. I don't see this as you unlocking a hidden treasure, but you appreciating the foundation you already have, the treasures, the talents, the skills, the qualities, the knowledge, the know-how, the wisdom, whatever. It can be physical, it can be emotional, it can be psychological skills you have. The things you've already have. Unlock them. Don't keep them locked away. Unlock them and see them for what they are, because they are truly precious. And sometimes you forget that with these two cards. But you're being called to, to just unlock your vault and see the things you already have in your life, and to be appreciative and grateful for those things. Because there is some choices, and that is a conscious choice you need to make. The Two of Swords. In this deck, it's really a choice. You see a fork in the road. You see a woman that is blindfolded, swords pointing in the directions of the road. And I feel you've come to a place in your life where there are some decisions that you have to make for your life. And that can be for your relationship, it can be for your home situation, it can be for your work situation, it can be for whatever life situation that you're facing. You're confronted with a choice to be made. Are you going to keep on, searching and chasing things, resources, material resources, or things that are not within your reach and that you think will make you happy, but they will not make you happy because you already have a good foundation? Are you going to do that? Or are you going to be really acknowledging and be grateful and appreciative of all the things you do have in your life, to the smallest things? Because if you do that, if you make that choice, you're going to really have the world open up to you. You're going to see the world also in a new way. You're going to actually see the treasures in the chest. And I want to warn you, for those who are a little bit, how do I say it? For those who are a bit easily shocked, I have farting dogs in the background. And they just farted and they make noises. So if you hear that, please don't be in shock. It's just the nature of my dogs. They do fart. So just wanted to put that in. So if you unlock the chest, the treasure chest, where all all the things you've already have, and not only the physical things, the emotional things, the psychological things, the verbal things, the skills, the practical skills as well, and even money resources or other resources. Open the box and appreciate them. The world is going to change for you. You're going to step into the world as a new you, and that opens up a new cycle. The world is the ending of a cycle, the starting of a new cycle. So you make a choice. Either you stay and you keep that box locked and under key, and you stay bored, not maybe bored, but unappreciative. And that's not going to help you. It's not going to do you any good. or you unlock that box and you open up a new cycle for yourself, because of course this card is under the box. Yes, so I said I'm not reading positionally, but I do see where cards land in relationship to other cards. That I do. So again, choices. Now it's interesting that you have the Two of Cups with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is also a card that speaks of immense possibilities. Look, there are all the cups in the water, and here's one cup. So you may even think that you are missing out on stuff, because here are these cups, they're gone. They're going to sink down in the water, and this one is left. But don't forget that these cups are also opportunities. You can reach in the water and go for them. You don't have to let them sink down and then you can't reach for them anymore. So there is many opportunities. You just have to want to see them. So maybe it's also time here to take off that blindfold and see what's in the box and see what opportunities are still available to you. Unexplored opportunities, unexplored talents, unexplored skills, unexplored qualities that you didn't know you have, and maybe even unexplored resources, whether that is financial or not financial. I mean, resources can be as pragmatic. It can be also people in your life that maybe you didn't appreciate until now. It's about, sort of, there is this element, this quality of be a little bit more aware and appreciative of everything that is in your life, and don't always reach for that which is not in your life. Now, Capricorn, your sign is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the responsible adult, but on the other hand, it's also the place where things sometimes hurt and things are a struggle. Is the place where you struggle. So maybe you are struggling at this moment. I'm not saying you're always doing that, but at this moment, maybe you're struggling because you don't see what you do have. And this reading is a reminder that you do have everything that you need. You just have to want to open up your eyes, take off the blindfold, and open the box. I'm just going to pause it here because I lost my viewfinder and that's very annoying, but I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I adjusted it and I cut it out of the video so you won't see it in the edit. But okay, so we were looking at unlocking your potential, taking off the blindfold, being more appreciative, because then a new cycle opens up for you, the world with new eyes, but also new opportunities, because then you're opening yourself to new possibilities, to seeing things in a new way, but also new resources coming in. Maybe you will gather more talents and new talents, also new money resources, who knows? But you'll also see, you'll be appreciative more of these, and I feel this could be people as well, people in your life that maybe, you take for granted. And when we take things for granted, and often, we may lose those people, or we may, they may start to resent us or not be appreciative of us. So show that appreciation, show that, because then everything sort of changes, the whole energy, the whole vibe changes. Now, I don't know what it is, why you are being so, sometimes you feel like everything's already there and there's nothing more to explore, while there is so much more to explore. And don't forget, Capricorn, you're ruled by Saturn. I already said that Saturn, struggle, but also the responsible adult. So take responsibility for your gratitude and show that gratitude. I'm going to pull some cards, and I hope these cards will show what it is, why that you are being a little bit like this. Unappreciative and taking things for granted while you shouldn't really. I'm going to see that in the cards, but first of all, I want to also say this is a general reading. So it's general for Capricorn suns, but also for Capricorn moons and ascendants. But if you don't resonate, then you're a Capricorn sun, you're here, you don't resonate, you're saying, what the hell is she talking about? Maybe check out the video of your moon sign or your rising sign, your ascendant, and maybe you'll resonate better with that. That is totally possible, because general readings are tricky, are not always resonating with everybody, because everybody's life situation is different, and I can't read for every Capricorn out there, obviously. Now, the other thing I want to say is, if it doesn't resonate, please don't take this in your heart and take it with you. Just leave it here. Leave it be. and forget about it, please, because that is also part of general readings. When they don't resonate, don't take it with you. Now, also, don't give away agency. Yeah, don't let the cards rule your life. The cards are here just to help you with a little hand, with a little thing when you're a little bit of confused or in doubt, or maybe even a little bit afraid or bored. They can help you. So they're here to do that. They're not here to punish you, to tell you that things are doomed, that you are doomed. No, they're not there for that. You always have free choice here. You have the choice to keep the blindfold on or to take it off. You have the choice to see these things or not see them. That is utterly your choice. You have the choice to step into that new world or to not. You have the choice to unlock the box and unlock your skills, your resources, and what have you, or you just leave it locked. That is always a choice. So, okay, enough babbling from me. Let's see what the other cards say. I think this Five of Cups is also, this is sometimes when you are so focused on what you lost and you're not focusing on what you do have. That is also part of this here. This is also a choice. You can either focus on the losses or the wins. Again, they're all part of the things in the box. They're all part of your experiences, your knowledge, your wisdom, your talents, your resources. Even the losses are part of the wisdom that you have gathered in your life until now. And that wisdom you should take along. And that is that wisdom here. This is things lost, but things lost are also part of the wisdom that you gain, because their losses are lessons. And sometimes they really hurt, I know. I do know. And they can hurt for a long time, and maybe you are not getting over them for, you will never get over them completely. But also that is a choice. And never getting over completely, for example, something that is very traumatic. It's very hard to get rid of the triggers completely. There will always be a little fragment of that trigger, of that trauma in you, and there can be certain triggers that will always activate the trauma. And that's something that you can learn to deal with in a better way. It will hurt you always, but you can acknowledge that yes, I'm going to be triggered. I have some trauma. The trauma is still left in me. I will be triggered, but I'm going to learn to live with that. I'm going to allow that trauma, when it's triggered, to exist, to acknowledge it, to soothe it, to hold it, and then I'm going on with my life. Again, all choices you have to make. Now that is deep, I know. It's only a month reading, so it's not, but yeah, losses can trigger us, yeah, the memory of losses can trigger us. The memory of losses are also in that box. Don't forget that the box holds good and bad, yeah, or good and difficult. Okay. Yeah, sometimes there's this nostalgia going on, like life was better in the early days when I was a child, or just, early days. Life was better. And that's a nostalgic feeling. And also, that is sometimes why you don't want to make a choice, because your life was better in the early days and you want to go back to that instead of moving on and moving to the new phase of your life. Because this is the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. Now, if you want to stay in the past, that is a choice you have to make. You can make, and you can stay in the past, but what is that going to bring you? That is not going to bring you new opportunities. That is really going to get everything stale. And then you don't unlock your box, your treasure box. Then the treasure stays hidden. So I would say don't do that. Don't stay in the past. You can have your good memories, yes. You can be a little bit nostalgic. Yes, but it doesn't mean that you hang on to that you, we call it story fondling, to make that story so beautiful that you can't leave it behind, or so bad sometimes that you can't leave it behind, that's that. And then you hang on to the trauma, or you hang on to the good, and you can't see what is now. So you're living in the past and with the past and not in the now. That is not the idea, of course. So what else? Okay, the Ten of Pentacles. So on that Page of Pentacles, where it opens new opportunities, if you unlock the box, it's good. It's even good in a material way, in a resource way, in a money way, but it's also good in a relationship way. It's the Happy Family card. It's a good home. It's a good life. It's a good card. So please make that choice and choose for living in the present and being grateful for everything that you have experienced. Yes, even though it was difficult. Yes, even though sometimes you're nostalgic. Yes, but be appreciative, because it's opening up your new vision, your new way of being. It's opening up that new cycle, a good one. So please, Capricorn, don't be stubborn. Don't be stubborn. The Ten of Wands. It's funny that I said don't be stubborn, because sometimes this card is not about being stubborn, but sometimes it can be. And I feel that when I was saying it and this card came out, this is you being stubborn and holding on to all these ones, holding on to all these past things, and then taking them along with you. Now you can take along bits and pieces, because those bits and pieces will be in this box. The experiences of the past, like I said, the good and the bad ones, the good and the difficult ones, they'll be in the box. So don't be afraid of those, but don't hang on to them like this person does in this case, you know, in this context. Look at the good. Look at the good things. Look at all the lessons learned, all the wisdom gathered, and the garden that grows. That is your wise garden. Your garden of your values, of the good stuff. Seven of Cups, and this is a 7 again, a 7 of Pentacles. So yes, look at what you do have, and what you can do with what you do have, because what you do with what you do have brings about these cards. Yeah, the 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. New opportunities, a good ending, good vibe, good family life, good values, good resources, more money, more resources, more lessons learned, new values, all that stuff. So let's see what comes out here. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. I am quite happy that that card comes out, because I feel that you're going to manage to change that whole perspective here, that you're going to let go of that story fondling of the past, and you're going to be grateful. This card is the one that you have to keep in mind, because that will sort of push this wheel in motion again, where you may have felt that sometimes things were stagnant, and they were stagnant because you were not opening that box, because you were hanging on to the past and hanging onto these lost cups, and you were not seeing everything that you do have, and you're just holding on stubbornly. But when you let go, the wheel starts turning and turning faster, and everything changes for the better. The wheel is under these beautiful two cards. Yes, so let's see what else is going to come out here. I'm going to pull a few more, and then we go into messages. So Capricorn, I hope you're listening. For those stubborn Capricorns, I know a few Capricorns. I had a few experiences with Capricorns. Another Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you saw me shuffle. I didn't cheat. Another Wheel of Fortune. So yes, opening the box and focusing on what you do have, on all the wisdom that you gathered, and letting go of that past hurt, pushes forth, brings motion back. Okay, brings motion back, and this one jumps. The Fool. It brings you on a new path. It's that world opening up, and then you go with lessons learned, yes, because in that knapsack, but not all the things that drag you down, not all the hurt. You're dealing with the hurt, you're dealing with the trauma, but you're not carrying it along constantly. It's there, yes, it happened, yes, there is some nostalgia going on here, yes, but you're making the choice to go on a new adventure. The Fool goes on a new adventure, and new adventures always have some risk in them. But they also have a lot of joy in them. Don't forget that. New adventures, joy, risks, and challenges, yes. Risky, yes, you can fall off the cliff, but then you start over. So what's the big deal there? I mean, with these two wheels of fortune, I wouldn't worry about going on the new journey. Not at all. Four of Pentacles. So we have two Four of Pentacles as well. This one, whereas this is a box that you keep and you hold on to it or you open it up. And this is the same here. So this one comes out on the good cards. So I would say that in this Four of Pentacles is a bit different than that box one. This one is you're creating a new way of being, and that gives you security, that gives you a solid foundation, and you need that because you're Capricorn, you're Earth, you're Cardinal, so you start things. Yes, so starting a new journey would not be so hard, but then again, you also hold on because you're Earth, and Earth grabs. Yes, so you need that foundation, and that's going to happen. Even if you're starting that new journey and leave everything, the old stuff behind, the things that drag you down. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. So we have a Page of Pentacles and we have a Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles looks to the future. It looks also to that garden here. That garden with the new values, that garden with the good stuff. And tending to that garden, tending to the beautiful stuff and being appreciative, and so again, this is that Wheel of Fortune is going to bring in luck again. It's going to start to bring in movement. So if there was stagnation, and that stagnation was something you were probably doing yourself, then now is the time to just make that choice to stop and to step out of that stagnation and to move again. I don't know what's happening with these readings, but my form reading. So we have now we have two wheels, we have two Four of Pentacles, and now we have two Ten of Wands. So this Ten of Wands came out on the 2-7, where you have to see the good as well, and you have to be appreciative of the good, because you can see here it's like, okay, don't be stubborn and don't hold on, because new good things are happening here. But here, this is a process already. Here, okay, you may have the tendency to go back and be stubborn and holding on, but you also are learning to incorporate the hard stuff in your life and take the wise lessons from it, because you have overcome them and you are coming out the other side now. So, okay, these two fell out, so I'm going to use them. So we have on this Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, aces, new beginnings with that Fool. So this is also an ace that empowers you, that lights up your fire, that makes you your cardinal self. The cardinal, that's a mode in astrology. So you have elements in astrology, and Capricorn is earth element, but it has also mode, so a way of action, a way of doing stuff, and that is cardinal. So it's taking initiative, beginning something. And I think with this wheel turning, it's going to give you that fire to begin something new and have new ideas, and then also use those new ideas and go after them and do something with them. And the King of Swords is also a king that decides. I think this king is sort of cutting away that blindfold and saying, okay, listen, we're going to leave the past in the past. We're going to take the lessons with us. We're going to take them with us because they are part of who we are. But we're also going to just, not let that trauma completely define us. And that's a choice, and that's a wise choice. This king can make decisions. He can cut out things that are unnecessary. And I feel that, holding on to that nostalgia, holding on to trauma, being stubborn and not seeing, and only focusing on losses, that is going to keep you stuck. That's not going to give you, but gratitude is the emotion that is going to help you put that movement back, to put in motion that wheel of fortune, to bring about those ideas, and to help you decide as well to do that. So I hope that was helpful, Capricorn. Anyway, for those who are feeling stuck at the moment. Now I'm going to go into the messages, and that is first here, the Enchanted Map Oracle, and then I'm pulling one at random from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Okay, which one? Okay, let's do this one here. And then, okay, see. Mountain. That is a card that speaks of struggles, challenges. But you see how there is an opening in this mouth to go through the mountain instead of over or around or whatever you. So you can, by being grateful, you can move mountains. You can move through the mountain, you can move through the hardship, the difficult part. Don't hold on, just move through the mountain. There is that opening for you. And then we have, oh, this is beautiful, Mouse Spirit. It says tend to the small things. That's when I was talking about the gratitude. Be grateful also to the small things and tend to the small things. That is also this garden. Tend to the small things that you do have in your life, and appreciate them and make them grow bigger. Because when you focus on the good in your life and the things, the wisdom and the knowledge that you gained from the past, from the good in the past, from the struggles in the past, from the challenges and the obstacles and the things you've overcome, those small nuggets of wisdom, that small nuggets of experiences, if you tend to them, they can bring you far, and they put that wheel of fortune, that change into motion. So Capricorn, I hope you liked this reading. I know it was like maybe a repetition, but sometimes we need to hear things often to just let them come within us, to absorb them. So if you like this reading, maybe give me a like. If you are not a subscriber, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. Maybe consider clicking that alarm bell so that you know when other readings come out. I do weekly readings, I do moon readings, so full new moon. And I also do monthly readings like this one. But I also do daily readings. So daily readings, daily tarot card you can find on YouTube. It's called YouTube Shorts. It's something new like TikTok and Instagram Reels. But I also post them on my other social media, which is Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. So you can find me there. If you follow me and if you subscribe, then also, and you like this video, you can also enter a competition to win a tarot reading. The only thing you have to do is put the words Rose Crystal in the comment box, only on YouTube. And then I'll put your name in a box, and on the 30th of September I will draw a name from that box. And then I will let you know via a video, so please pay attention to those videos, who is the winner, and then that winner needs to enter in contact with me. So it's good that you click that alarm bell, because then you know when new videos come out, also when I announce the winner of this free tarot reading. Anyway, subscribe. Thank you for being here. Click the alarm bell. Subscribers and followers and supporters, thank you for that support and for your continuous presence here in my world. And speak soon, Capricorn. Bye for now.